Good morning, everyone. It's quite early in the morning, and I couldn't sleep, so I got up early. Let's fix that. I got up early, and it is currently 08:12. So, what did I do? I booted up The Sims. So I'm on this daily upload schedule for the next while to try and really get back into YouTube and try to remind people that I'm here, which is hard, but I don't currently have a job to get up to, so it's nice to have something. What I'm gonna do today is make YouTube, both for Aubrey and for my ordinary life. We have this mess behind me. I need to fix that. Also for the vlog. And I'm gonna bake a cake. I'm gonna bake a pie for Martin. And I'm gonna do that today as well. So yeah, jam-packed day, lots of recording, but I can't tell you how much it means to have a partner who actually supports what you want to do, which he does incredibly. He's behind this whole YouTube thing, and he was like, you know what, if you want to upload as much as you want, make as much YouTube as you want, whatever makes you happy. So yeah, he is the best, and I am lucky and blessed. Don't mind my beard. Beard is just CC is pressed. Yeah, let's make some YouTube here, and when Martin is up, I'm gonna film the vlog, the baking, more Sims. Let's do it. So, I've been making YouTube for the last 3 hours, and I have promised Martin that I would bake him an apple pie for like a week now. So yeah, he's like in there in the couch just watching me. I got these beautiful Danish apples. They are huge, and I have a couple of these. I have 5, and I thought that we would just make an apple pie. Also just because it's fucking delicious. Oh, and before starting the apple pie, let's just go here. Hi, honey. So I have this mess of a room which needs to be cleaned up. We need to get this table out into the garage. We need to just do stuff. I need to replace or reassign these lampshades, just everything that needs to be done. Something needs to go on that wall. So there's a lot of stuff to do today, but first we're gonna make a pie. Yeah, I don't actually know if you guys even want to see this, but you're gonna, so just so I'm just finding the stuff that I need for my pie base, and I have butter. We have a fresh farmed egg from my in-laws. They have chickens, which is so beautiful. And we need some flour and sugar. So my father-in-law, actually, it's his birthday tomorrow, and I'm gonna bake him a cake as well, something very traditional Danish cake, but I know that he loves it, so I'm gonna go into baking that as well. I'm just flying around here, trying to
find the stuff that I need. So first off, we need to measure everything out. And I'm gonna try and measure this out as evenly as possible. So I like to make my pie base in just my little food processor here. And the first thing that we need is the egg. So I have 1 egg, and all of these recipes that I use is my own. If you don't know, I am a professionally trained chef, and I've worked in a lot of kitchens and a lot of bakeries as well. So I have had quite a lot of experience with developing recipes like this. But 1 egg, and then we need 100 grams of sugar. This is just granulated sugar. There we go. And I need real butter. So this is Lurpak. I know this is available in almost everywhere in Europe. This is the preferred butter I have. And in Denmark, in the holiday time in December, like butter and cream and stuff like that just becomes ridiculously inexpensive here in Denmark. So I always just buy 1,000 packets and chuck them into the freezer. So I always have for baking stuff. But yeah, we need 150 grams of butter. Just gonna chuck that in here in some thinly strips so it can kind of go around. And we need to incorporate every single piece of this. So I remember the first time I made this pie for Martin, and should never have done that because he every time we see apples or they're on sale or something like that, he's like, oh, apple pie. Which is like a huge compliment, but it's not my favorite thing to do. It just takes a long time, and I mean, it tastes amazing, but it's just one of those things. And lastly, I need 300 grams of flour. And this is the easiest pie recipe, pie dough recipe that I can give. It's super easy to make. So I'm just gonna, like the first here, I still need around 50 grams in here, but I'm gonna see if I can twirl this around and then use the remaining 50 grams to clean it up on the countertop and really knead it nicely. So let's give this a little twirl. So, here we go. Let's just get this out of the way. These, we're gonna take care of these afterwards, but I just wanted to let you guys see here. So this is what it looks like now. It's very separated, but I'm gonna put this out onto my countertop here, and then we're gonna start to really assemble it and get it into a nice smooth dough. So just for context, this is difficult filming, to be honest. Just for context, this is what it looks like now. And I'm gonna try and separate it, or not separate it, combine it. So the one thing I do love about baking is that it's very calming. I always find that I am really relaxed when baking, and it's one of those things. I understand it. I can understand the science behind it. Just need the last bit of flour. And usually the thing that I love also is that people get really happy when when there's cake around. So let's just separate this. So once we have combined this into a nice dough, I'm gonna put it into the fridge to let it rest. The one thing that you really wanna make sure when you're creating a pie crust like this is that you don't over knead it, because we don't actually want to activate the gluten in the dough. We want it to not be stretchy like when you're baking bread or buns or sourdough, anything like that. We want to actually have as little developed gluten as possible. So that's what we're trying to do now. Just trying to get all the flour into the crust here. So again, I'm not gonna knead it too much. I'm just gonna really combine it, and that's pretty much it. And once you've done that, you should have something like this. So this is my pie crust. You can see it's just combined, and we're gonna put some cling film on this and then start to prepare the apples. Let's click together again. Okay, so while the pie dough is resting, let's talk apples. Fun fact, when I went to my culinary exam, apples was actually one of the things that I was examined in. So when we talk about apples for apple pie, I always find that you either want a very tangy apple and then try to sweeten that with, you know, sugar or something like that, or you could go with a Danish apple like this one, which is very, like, they're in season now, so they are delicious, but you can see they're also massive. Compared to my fist, it's almost like the same size. These are naturally sweet, not like overly sweet, but they're naturally sweet. So what we're gonna do with these is I'm gonna peel them first, and after we have peeled them, I'm gonna chop them, because I want these nice, really big, chunky apple pieces in there. I don't want them to be super small and super thin. So it is also one of these apples that are super, I don't want to say mealy, but they definitely are not the most firm of apples. So they're perfect for a pie like this. These have gotten a few bruises, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're gonna peel them like that, remove the seed house, and then get them ready to get into a pie. So I have a lot of stuff to do today, actually. The room, like the dining room, I have to record, get ready to live stream tomorrow, do my only life, or my ordinary life. I don't know why I keep saying that, that's fucking annoying. But yeah, so This is just a little pie for my amazing boyfriend. So we're gonna do like that. And as you can see, the seed house, the core, it's not actually that big on this apple compared to the size of the apple itself. So there's not a lot of wastage on this, and like there can be a little of the skin on it, it's fine, but we're gonna like do chunky bits like this. So each of the apple slices, just gonna cut them into 3 or 4 chunks like this, and afterwards I'm gonna combine them with some sugar and cinnamon. But I'm gonna get cutting. Okay, so now that we have all of the apples cut, they're all in this bowl, and you can see there's a lot of them. Did spill a little bit on myself there, but now that we have all of the apples in the bowl, what I'm going to do, and this might be a bit controversial, but this is what I like to do. Just because I think it gives a really, really nice taste to the apples. Oh, she is dusty. Oh no, haven't used you in a while, have I? So what I like to do is while my pie dough is resting, give these apples a little chance to really caramelize and break somewhat down, because you can see there's a lot of them. And because we have made these bigger chunks, we can actually get away with putting them in the oven and having them break down a little bit. And by doing this, I really start to caramelize the apples, but I also start to break them somewhat down, and when they get into the pie crust, which we're gonna par bake separately, it just gives the most amazing flavor. So in my pan here, I'm gonna put in some cinnamon. We're gonna put in, let me see if I can find it. I have some vanilla powder, just for flavor. And last but not least, we're gonna put in some caster sugar, just a little bit, because these apples are sweet. We don't want too much. We just want it to start caramelizing a little bit. And I'm gonna give this a good mix, so you can really incorporate all that delicious cinnamon, the vanilla powder, and in this one too. I just did it in these 2 bowls because there's so much, it's just easier to do it this way. And then we're gonna pour this over. And by doing it in in a batch like this, again, we're gonna start to break down the apples and really to caramelize them, but not break them down so much that it's just gonna be mush when we put it into the pie. So this is gonna go into an oven for 160 degrees Celsius for about 20-25 minutes. Then we're gonna take it out, cool it down a bit, and start baking the pie crust. So while that is baking, the apples are in the oven, I thought we would start to tackle the dining room. So what we actually need to do first off, I need to get this table, this right here, I need to get that the hell out of here and into the garage. We're not going to be able to sell this table. It's very much not sturdy at all. So we're gonna put it into the garage, try to reuse it there. And after that is gone, there's somewhat more space in here to actually move around. This thing, somebody is going to pick this up today, sold it on Marketplace. It's the back bed frame. We can't use it, it's too big, and I thought, instead of it just standing here, might as well sell it and try to get some money out of it. So that's gonna be gone today as well. And then it's just some cleanup, some repositioning of different stuff and putting stuff on the walls. So first off, let's start by moving the fucking table. Look, now we got space to move around. So next thing is I got these picture shelves from IKEA. We have some identical, you can kind of see them over in the corner there, but I got these picture frames or picture shelves. They're gonna go up on this wall. So let's actually tackle that next, shall we? There we go. So it's done. As you can see behind me, the last thing I need to do is each of, let me just find it, it's on the floor. Each of the shelving unit came with these little white stickers that you can put over the screw holes. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna start cleaning up in here. I just have to say, it smells so good right now. All you can smell in the whole house is just apple and cinnamon. So I'm gonna have a look at that as well and then come back to you guys. So I just wanted to show you guys. Let me just get you over here. When I was in IKEA, I got some more picture frames, and I really love them. So I have these in black. You've seen these before, but they come in this new pattern, this oak wooden pattern, which I really like. And it's very reminiscent of the new dining room table. So the idea was that fill these picture frames up with pictures, of course, but of family members, that kind of thing, and have that be over there as well. So in the dining room here, because my office YouTube area is also here in the dining room, because that's the only place we could put it, I thought it would be really nice to have a lot of picture frames to really cement that this is the dining room, and have a lot of picture frames of just friends and family and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't have the pictures for them right now, but we're gonna put these frames up on the shelving unit to really start to create some sort of feel in here. So this is what it looks like. They've had about 20-25 minutes in the oven. You can see, compared to the mountain that were there, reduced to almost half, and they've kind of started to soften a little bit. Some of them have started to break down, but that's good. We want kind of like a good mixture, but you can see also all the juices in the bottom. We really want them to caramelize. So I'm gonna let these cool down a little bit, and then we're gonna return for the pie crust. Okay, so we are ready to roll out our pie crust. It doesn't have to be super fancy, doesn't have to be anything too special, but I still want to make it good. So I have my pie dish here, very traditional Danish pie dish, and I have the leftover butter from earlier that we used to make the pie crust. I'm just gonna take my butter and really get around the whole pie tray here to get it really good and greased up so nothing sticks to it. This will also help the pie crust just be so deliciously, it's gonna caramelize, and it's just gonna be so good. So just gonna rub a lot of butter in here, and again, really good up the sides. Just get it all in there. There we go. And the rest of this butter, it looks like shit now, but I'm gonna use it for dinner for cooking tonight, so it's gonna be fine. After we have buttered up our baking dish, just gonna take that to the side, and now it's all about rolling out the pie crust. So, don't mind the mess behind me, it's because we're waiting for some cheaper electricity. So just gonna put a little flour on my worktop surface here, and you want to make sure that everything is floured through so you can actually pick up the dough crust while when we need to get it over to the baking tin. So now that this is all floured up, I'm just gonna start, and again, this might be a bit like hard because it's just been to the fridge, but that's what we want. I'm just gonna start rolling this out is in an even this is hard, in as even as possible so we get the same thickness throughout. And this is what it looks like. So now we just need to bake it off. And then my man can have pie. And it's done. Are you excited to get a piece of cake, baby?
Yeah.
So you love apple pie? It smells so good, guys, you can't even imagine. So my hubby just had his first piece of pie. In 30 seconds it was gone. So what do you think?
It's fucking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.